What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, readoptionagency.com. 20 plus years selling on eBay. And I should have something that you like in my store. That's so much stuff. So much stuff. Just been a listing a fool. And what I kind of like, I know I haven't made a video, really gotten it, it's just been kind of out of it with the video things. Put the one out, but I don't know, just kind of been disheartening and just blah. So, but let's see some positives. My clearance items are selling for $5.55. As you remember, I raised the price from $5 to $5.55 because the medium mail is going up 30 cents. So, doesn't seem to have slowed it down, which is positive. What other stuff we got? I don't know. Sales been pretty steady, pretty consistent. Yeah, haven't really. Let me look at the numbers real quick and see what's going on. Really haven't paid attention, but really haven't noticed any huge blocks except a few overnights, 5 hour here, 4 hour there. Nothing major. Yesterday at least got the 59 items sold. 61 the day before, 44 there, but 42 today so far. We're at 647, so not a bad day except for that. Need more organic. But yeah, overall, nothing bad. So we're at 770 for the day thus far. 792 yesterday, so we'll at least be the best of the last few days. And the last few days is when I've kind of raised my prices and what have you. So looks like it's it still really hasn't shown much of a difference. What's up, Mr. Byrne? But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's just get into it and get this done so I can get back to drafting and listing. First up, we got little Bone Thugs in Harmony. Sold for $14, headed to Lynchburg, Virginia. Wait a minute, how'd you do that? Oh, I actually ran upstairs to let Courtney in. So he pushed the door open. It's like 94 degrees outside. Courtney! Had to get that door closed back up. All right, Lynchburg, Virginia. All right, level 42, running in the family, headed to Peru, sold for $5.55. Art Blakey CD, sold for $6, headed to Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm hearing rumblings from Jan. I told Jan to tell Adrian to come and talk to me if he's serious, because his girlfriend's getting ready to go to Nebraska for school for a couple years, and he won't have as much to do, so he's like, wants to earn even more money. So he said told her he wanted to maybe ship in the evenings after he gets off his job just to make some more money. So I'm like, come and see me and we'll talk about it. So if we do that, either I'm going to have one video missing in the day, or what I was thinking is maybe I'll come down throughout the day and do pulling to make the video for you guys and then just leave it here for him to ship. So you'll get the price and what it sold for, what's sold in the price, but you won't necessarily get where it's going, which is no big deal. So then I could have an hour to, depending on the sales, hour to 2.5 hours of extra listing per day. So that will be nice for at least a little while. So Frank Sinatra, Nice and Easy cassette, sold for $5, headed to Sherman Oaks, California. He was actually talking to Jan about how to basically purchase a home and stuff like that. So I think he might be just saving up a bunch of money so that when she's out of school that they get a house together or something. That's what it seems like, the direction he's going. So, but he's a money saver, even though he bought like all the Adidas South Park shoes that dropped. And they bought me one for Father's Day, the Kenny one. If you haven't seen the Adidas South Park collection, you can look on eBay or Google it and see all them. But he bought me the Kenny ones for Father's Day, which was cool. So, but he usually just stockpiles his money. He's pretty stingy with it. But he bought himself the whole collection, which was funny. I'm like, that's good. So I got this classical CD sold for $9, headed to Bryant, Arkansas. All right, Ike and Tina Turner, enough said, in the vintage plastic case with the two-tone cassette. Sold for $18, headed to Rancho Cucamonga. Rancho Cucamonga. I've actually heard this said many times, but I've never said it myself. Rancho Cucamonga, California. All right, we got some Sperry's. And these sold for $17.50, headed up to Canada. So bright. Wild Free t-shirt sold for $10, headed to Brownsville, Texas. This was another one I talked about before, all those blank Nautica, Tommy Bahama, Tommy Hilfiger, Polo t-shirts that I bought at the Honey Hole for $1 a piece. So this one sold for $8.50, headed to Irwin, Tennessee. Some Nightmare Before Christmas friction cars. I bought these for like 90 cents a piece 3 years ago or so at Walgreens clearance. Put a bunch of them in storage. I got a carload of stuff when I did that, of Nightmare Before Christmas and Halloween stuff. But so I put a bunch in storage, and I just came across a few. I went ahead and listed them. So sold for $9. Headed to Corona, California. Corona Extra hat sold for $9. Headed to McAllister, Oklahoma. And I think I'm going to go on a hat listing spree here. I drafted a lot today, so I'm going to make sure I draft a lot of hats every day since I have so many. And I could still technically go grab a whole bunch more too. So really, I let my numbers slide. I used to have about 11,000 hats. I'm down to like 8,200 right now listed. So I definitely need to get that number back up. I remember when I was trying to push for 15,000, and now I've let it go. So got to get back in that hat groove, if you will. And speaking of hats, I put this one up today, and it sold immediately. And I'm like, damn, I should have went for more. But see, there was one listed, but it had a different supplier on there. And I think they had it listed like 24 or something, and it hadn't sold. So I'm like, I'll just put this up for 30 and see what, And it sold immediately. I'm like, damn, should have put up for 40. But, oh well. And looks like it's going to Portland, Oregon. And sold for $30. One thing I'm going to change on my next sale update, when I update my 30% off, is to unclick the option for new items being listed to automatically go on sale. Because I've got it checked now, but when I've been ending and relisting, not everything's clicking back on sale. So like this hat, Notre Dame, sold for $14. So I think I'm going to take that off so that when I do relist and or list, it won't immediately go on sale. And if I do the sale every week, then at least, they won't be on there all month, not on sale. So it gives it a chance to sell at full price before it goes on sale. So a little extra way to see if I can make a little extra money that way also. So Notre Dame hat, $14, headed to Mesquite, Arizona. I thought about keeping this and using it as one of my bike riding hats, but I didn't. Sold for $9, headed to Evanston, Wyoming. I can't take it anymore. Sold for $6, headed to Prescott, Arizona. This 1987 green hat is going to Greenland. Sold for $7. I have no idea what this hat's about. STS Jacqueline and Ann Flames. I don't know. Sold for $9, headed to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I think I'm just going to make a quick thumbnail tonight instead of doing an album cover. I need to just take half a day and make a bunch of different ones. So I've got some on hand. But oh well. I got a little idea that I think I can make a quick one with and be kind of funny. Well, at least funny to me. All right, American Heart Walk hat. Been in the store 2.5 years. Sold for $5. Headed to Norwich, Connecticut. This is the weirdness that is eBay. This hat's been in the store, I don't know, probably a year maybe, right? American flag, God bless America. It was one the other day that I ended to sell similar. Not only that, I raised the prices on my hats from $13.99 to $14.99. Okay. This one did not click on sale, and it sold for $15. So, ended, sell similar, raise the price, and it finally sells. And it's going to that, and you guys might recognize this, the Shop Airlines out in Redondo Beach, California. I really don't, I should look into, see what the hell they do, but I guess they buy and resell, or I don't know. I have no idea what exactly they do, but I get a lot of stuff that goes to them. But yeah, that's the weird part of eBay is been in the store a year. I raise the price and relist it and it sells. So I'm sure we've all had items like that. Alrighty, we got a St. Louis Cardinals kids hat here. Sold for $8. Headed to Golden, Colorado. Steamboat Springs City Staff corduroy looking hat. Sold for $6. Headed to Moncton, Maryland. All right, St. Louis Cardinals hat. Staying in the area. St. Louis. Sold for $10. Atlantic Beach, North Carolina trucker hat. Sold for $7.50. Been in the store a couple of years. Headed to St. Augustine, Florida. I bought these pants thinking they were cool, some women's denim, because it had all these like race patches on them. L'Amour, they're called. I'm like, these will be cool. These will sell. Yeah, I've been in the store 2.5 years. Took an offer today for $7.50. Headed to Cedarton, Georgia. So I want to go on record, since I didn't make a video this morning, that 2 more shirts sold of that canceled jazz cruise that I have like 300 hats of and all those t-shirts. So I'm still waiting for the person who said that it was a loss, that we all have those losses. I'm still waiting for an apology. I am. And I just think it's funny. Every time I saw one, I think of that statement he made about, I think it was a he, about how everybody makes a mistake, or et cetera, whatever he said. So, but find it kind of funny. Anyway, Area Vac. These things I constantly tell you they sell, and I'm sure you remember and seen them. Hats, shirts, any of the medical flying stuff. Sold for $10. Headed to Kyle, Texas. I thought about keeping these for myself. I'd found them. I'm like, man, this was a good find. I think I got them at the bins. But some Jordan 15 low slip-ons. I'm like, dude, I could wear these around the house instead of my house shoes, and they'd have support. I should keep them. I'm like, no, I can get some money out of them. Sold for $90, and they are headed to the eBay authentication in Vegas. So whoever that person is that does it there. So I don't know where it's going after that. But anyway, pretty kick-ass find, if I do say so myself. Roger Daltrey. I went ahead and took an offer for $4 on this, since it's been in the store for over 2 years. And it's headed to Bartonville, Illinois. Uncle Remus, Walt Disney. Just the vinyl. Sold for $7. Headed to Griffin, Georgia. Toys in the attic. You ever have one of those album covers you never really looked at? You've seen it a million times, but you never really paid attention to it? Like, I never seen that face on the ball. glasses on the rabbit. The hand coming out. Oh, help me. That's cool. Alrighty, and this vinyl sold for, what the hell? I was like, is that real? Because it's really stuffed. That's funny. Alright, sold for $12.50. Headed out to California. Toys in the Attic might be a good cover to make a tribute to for a thumbnail. Maybe I'll try to do that one this week. Alright, Super Hits of Volume 8. Sold for $6. Headed to Lexington, Kentucky. Alright, Pan, which I guess is a play on Peter Pan. DVD sold for $5.55. Headed to Roxbury, Maine. Alrighty, we got a few items from the snobby side of town. The West Wing. That's so spooky dark. I'm scared. I'm scared of the dark. I'm not scared. Stop it. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Some men's Bostonian shoes sold for $16. Alright, vinyl, an hour of that classical guy who did the Nutcracker thing. Ooh, check out that vinyl. I don't know if you can see it here. It's like a reddish brown marble looking color, I guess. Sold for $8. YMCA Camp Lakewood hat sold for $10. Jeff Foxworthy, you might own a redneck truck if your idea of getting lucky is passing the emissions test. Alright, sold for $7. And lastly for this video, just sold little Fisher Price Little People house with some furniture and figures. Staying in the area, going out to Wildwood, Missouri. Got this at the Honey Hole. I think I paid like $3 for it. I remember getting it super cheap going, hell yeah, I'll pay $3 for that. Sold for $35. And actually, it's a pickup. So I got to get in touch with them and see when they want to leave it on the front porch. And we will let them pick it up. So I don't have to ship. Yay! Well, just had a few more, so gotta love that. Gotta love the sales rolling in. So we got the one and only Rodney Dangerfield. No Respect. On vinyl, sold for $7. Headed to Otter Lake, Michigan. Are you ready for a CD light? Yeah. Haven't said that in a while. All right. We've got Frank Sinatra, Portraits of Sinatra, and some love songs for you. You want me to sing you a love song? I should care about you, but I don't because you suck. That's not that song. Anyway, sold for, you think you're funny. Sold for $12.50, headed to San Francisco. Okay, this may be the last one for this video. Maybe, if nothing else is sold. Step over puppies. All right, LA Nickel Golf Course hat. So far, $7, headed to Bozeman, Montana. They're like, dinner time. He's done. The printer's going. All right, I'm gonna get these kids upstairs, get them some dinner. Stop looking at her butt. Courtney, stop showing the camera your butt. So dirty. So dirty you are. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Lights out. How'd you like that shot? That was awesome. Goofball. Such a goofball. All right. We shall see you all in the next video. Later.